Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of BG Review. Today we're looking at a game from Thelemental or Thelemental. So BG Review is the show where I take a look at your games and we analyze them so that we can improve our gameplay. This game is around 5,800 MMR. That's what he said. So we'll take a look and we'll see what we can improve on. If you want me to take a look at your game, if you want to get better at the game or at Battlegrounds or you're hard stuck, just check the description. All the info is over there. Just join the Discord, push your game, and you're good to go. So let's get started. So he's playing without perks. He gets the choice between Pyramad and Lord Jaraxxus. There is no beast in the lobby and no murlocs. Again, Pyramad, we've had this a couple times. Every single time I mentioned that you look for murlocs, mechs, and demons because those are the best tier 1 units that you can hear power because they scale up their attack easily. But yeah, there's murlocs missing in the lobby. This could be a good Jaraxxus game. I haven't played Jaraxxus in the latest patch, so I actually don't know how good he is. So we did go with Pyramad. We see a Pyramad a couple times already. And what I like to do is if you have a bad tier 1 shop, just buy and not play. Just buy, hold in hand, and don't play the unit. So that way you give yourself one more option to get a good tier 1 unit to hero power. Now, let me explain why I would have taken Jaraxxus here. Because first of all, one tribe is missing. Which is the murlocs. Mechs, there's 2 mechs though, so there's Micro Mummy and Micro Machine on 1, which are really good. And overall, you could just use your hero power for tempo and just be strong. It's a tempo meta after all, so Pyramad is not too bad. But I think Jaraxxus is in an okay spot because there's no murlocs, so there's no poison. If you go big demons, there's less poison to counter you. The main thing that counters you are going to be shields. But you can easily just play a couple taunts, the small demon taunts, to take the shields off the deflectables, or play a ghoul or whatever. Or play Selfless, Macaw, combo stuff. Also, Jugglers is okay. Like, you can easily get top 3 with Jugglers now because of the meta. So, that's why I think I would have tried Jaraxxus. Now, I don't think Jaraxxus is any good. Like, he's not insane, but I think he would be better than Pyramad in this lobby. So, yeah, he played the Whelp, which, like I said, I would have held in hand. Next one, he finds a pair on Whelp. Pretty good. So, yeah, you just take it and try and be strong, I guess. He's freezing here for Thelemental. I don't understand this freeze because next turn you probably roll one time, buy hero power, or buy hero power, roll one time. You can level, but then you float 2 gold, and as you hero power, then you float 1 gold. If you, the Thelemental doesn't really work out with your board because I think you value getting the triple more, right? Let's see what he does here. So he does take Thelemental. He needs to hero power first, right? Otherwise the hero power could land on the Thelemental if he wants to play it. Well, let's find out. Ooh. So he doesn't hero power anymore. Okay. He doesn't value the hero power here. I think that's okay. This turn he got a 2-2 and a 2-3, which would be stronger than just buying a unit and hero powering. So I think this turn was okay. He just doesn't hero power, which is kind of odd. But yeah, he doesn't have a good unit to hero power anyway, right? Like, hero powering Whelp is not that great. So it's okay to value the 2-2 body over, let's say, a 2-7 taunt, right? It's also more economy. Economy is good. So I think this turn was okay. Sure. So now he finds 2 more Whelps. You could triple into a tree, but yeah, I don't think you go for that. I think you take the homunculus here, as much as I hate it, because tier 4 is okay. Tier 4 is good. Going into tier 5 is always better, but tier 3 is awkward. You don't like tripling into tier 3. I only triple into tier 3 if there's no other way around it. Like if my economy just doesn't work out or something, I need to take a tree. Or if it's turn 3, because that's super early. If you hit an Iron Sensei or a Deflecto on turn 3, 5 gold, it's pretty nutty. But on 6 gold or 7 gold, you definitely don't go for a 3 anymore. You try to go for a 4, and you could have. He did hit a Hangry Dragon though, which is pretty early Hangry Dragon with a really strong Whelp, so I assume he's gonna win the fight and get some good value. So he got rewarded, but yeah, this could have been something much worse. So he won the fight, which was kind of expected. Now he's getting a 6-6 dragon, which is pretty good. Like, things are working out very well in his favor. So now it is 7 gold. You generally just level hero power here, but he buys the pair. He buys 2 pairs instead, which I'm not that huge of a fan of because these are both pretty bad 1-star units. There's 2 strong 2-stars in the shop. I guess he's like, oh, I can afford to. I'm strong anyway. I'll just take greedy pairs, which is okay. But you're up against Lich King and you're playing a Hangry Dragon. You don't want to lose any more fights. If this Lich King has a hero powered spawn, he could easily beat your board if he has a full board. So I'm a little bit scared that this might be too greedy. Because if you play greedy, you just level here, power here, right? Instead of take these 2 pairs, because now you're lagging 1 turn behind. So even if you triple these, you have to triple into a 4 or freeze for another turn. While if you level next turn, you're caught up with the lobby. So your triple will be into a Devon tier that opponents already are. So your triple is lagging 1 turn behind on your opponent's triples because you're on tier 2. If that makes any sense. Okay, he won the fight. Sure, he got rewarded again. Now his hanger is an 8-8. I think now he's pretty unstoppable. So he hits a triple. I mean, he's getting super rewarded for his plays. Can't really say anything about that. You definitely go for a 5 here, right? Yes, okay, I like it. So now he gets a 5 on 9 gold, so he's catching up with the lobby again. So far, he's not getting punished for some of the plays he makes. Like, staying on tier 2 an extra turn, you could get easily punished, especially if you're this strong. Picking the 2 weak units instead of the 2 strong units then as well, for the pairs, you can get punished. And now he loses first fight and Angry doesn't grow anymore. He finds a Bronze Warden. Pretty good. Yeah, you probably level. Oh, and this Arm of Empire is insane, actually, because you got these high health units. Yeah. Well, he takes it instantly. You should see first what this is, right? Should see first what your triple is and then buy. So he got Mitrex offered. He only has dragons. A Razorgore would be really good. I think Mitrex could be the play, though, and just move into a menagerie. Hogger and Tempest. I guess Tempest is tempting. Tempest tempting, get it? And Hogger, yeah, no, fuck Hogger. So I would take probably Mitrex. Okay, good. He froze for Bronze Warden, so I assume he just wants to go dragons at this point. He still has a 1-star pair, which should be easy to triple. So, and he's gonna get pretty strong here with the Arm of Empire. I don't know if I would freeze the Warden, because then you lock yourself too much into dragons. You don't really have board space anymore, because you probably want to keep this pair around, especially with the Arm of Empire. You want to keep this hangry. I guess you could sell it, but also this Whelp. You basically can stay on tier 4 now, roll Argus, taunt up maybe the Mitrex, because he's also going to be high health, low attack, and taunt up the Whelp and get attack going on those. And then I guess you could taunt Bronze Warden. So do like a taunt hybrid comp with dragons. But ideally you triple this into a Caligos, of course. We'll see what happens. Wow, he absolutely murdered this guy. Damn. So he takes the Bronze Warden. Assume he rolls first, yeah. Don't get baited by bad dragons here. That's a pair. I guess I would take the... Usually I don't take shitty 3-star pairs on tier 4. But because we are dragons, I really want to hit triple into a Caligos, right? Having another pair, just keep it in hand. You don't have to play it, but just keep it. Because this hanger is already pretty strong. I don't know if you're ever going to get rid of it, right? It's a 10-10 that keeps growing potentially. If you triple it, it also scales more. So I would take this pair. I don't think it's bait just because we need to triple and it's not the worst. Oh, he might actually take it. He rolled past it, but he hero powers first. Usually you hero power at the end of the turn because sometimes you don't have the money or it doesn't work out. So you definitely want to wait with it. He does use Skill Bane. I don't think he takes Skill Bane. Wait, he buys an egg? So he's moving into Menagerie. Okay. I do kind of like it. Issue is he can't play the egg, right? He got an egg. I guess he's looking for module and then module Arm of Empire. Very pog. So this turn was slow. He basically replaced one dragon, right? And that's it, and press hero power. And I guess buy an egg, but he held it in hand. He's still kicking ass. I like it. So now, he could consider leveling up. He's still on top of the lobby. This is turn 9. This is one turn after the spell turn for Ticketus. So I don't think he'd be too strong. You could check how strong he is. I don't think he scouted him. If he's not too strong, I would definitely level here. But yeah, going to tier 5 could give you more Mitrexa. I don't know what the plural is of Mitrex, whatever. It could also, if you triple instantly, go for Caligos, stuff like that. You can also roll a Scavenger, which is the 5-star taunt buffer. Again, hero powers, you want to wait with the hero power until the end of the turn, just because economy is more important on other things. Wait, he buys a pair on Bronze Warden, but not Angry Dragon. I don't really understand that because Hungry Dragon pair should be better. Bronze Warden pair is better on the board if you play both, but you're board locked. You can't even play this Bronze Warden. Hungry Dragon is better if you just hold in hand because, like I said, the triple scales more and it's easier to find. A lot of people probably have Bronze Warden since it's the best dragon. But yeah, triple and Bronze Warden doesn't do that much. So I'm kind of conflicted by his choice of triples. He sees a Qiraji. I guess he's really looking to force taunt build. You only have 2 taunts at the moment. So he picked the egg, I guess, in the hope of rolling module. He might freeze his Qiraji in the hope of finding args and module and stuff like that. I think he's kind of tunnel visioning into a composition that he doesn't have. So that's something you always gotta be careful of. See what you get offered and make that work, but don't overly value things that you don't have yet. Qiraji is right now +8/+8 stats, which is a spike, but it's not worth it. You have to sell something on the board anyway. What do you sell? The whelp? The bronze sword? No, nothing, right? So don't buy the furniture before you buy the house, basically. It's more important to hit the triple on the taunt, to hit, I guess, a triple on the bronze sword and hit a module. Like, there's more important things to hit right now than that thing. And he's finally starting to lose fights because he's just doing nothing every round, right? He's just rolling, looking for very specific units that don't even make him that much stronger. So we should lose this one. And Hungry is gonna stay at 12/12. So he takes Qiraji. Okay, now I want to see what he does. He hero powers again right away, which I'm not a huge fan of. He finds Champion of Rashiraj and he doesn't take that, but he does take a Qiraji. This is second egg, but yeah, you don't get that. Okay, there's the triples. If we were on tier 5, now we could triple into Kalag and Nadina, just saying. But now we have to go for a tier 5. And these are pretty bad. Really bad. He goes for Pagel. Yeah. Goes for Pagel and just plays it. Why do we have an egg and a Qiraji in hand? We wasted 6 gold already for stuff that we don't use. And I guess we have Bronze Sword in hand, 9 gold wasted, but I guess it's a pair, you know? Now he's at 9 HP. I feel like the pressure is on. He doesn't face a ghost, instead he faces Bragg. That's really spooky. He buys another Arm of Empire. Again, he doesn't have board space to put it in. He only has 1 taunt. He's really tunnel visioning on this board. I think in his mind he has like a perfect board state where everything is taunted and he can make a really cool dragon taunt menagerie build. But I mean, the reality is you don't have it. You don't have, with 6 gold you can't make it work. So you buy this and you're hoping that with 6 gold you roll all the perfect units that you can't even buy. You don't have that much time. He finds module, but what now? He sells, whoa. He sells a Mitrex. He values a 2/1 Bronze Warden over the Mitrex. Interesting, because you're putting another tribe on the board as well. This is a mech, so Mitrex grows more. Okay. You could buy the buff here. And he rolls the Argus. Okay, you want to get that. Yeah. You literally have all the perfect... Oh, and then he yeets this huge Hungry. Okay, now he's getting strong though. He finally hit the pieces that he was looking for the stuff that he was forcing. And now you either play the Qiraji or the strong arm. I think Qiraji is 4 times, is 16/16. And the strong arm is gonna give a lot of attack to, well, Divine Shield units. He values this. The only issue is that you're kind of board locked now. You can't really sell one of these or you sell your pair. I mean, you could sell it. Wait. Okay, he sells a pair for Qiraji. It's not too bad, I guess. I didn't consider it because I think Whelp is still pretty strong. It's a 2/12, but it can snipe stuff. It deals 4 damage twice, so it deals 8 damage against a Ragnaros that is probably gonna have a bunch of Divine Shields, right? Because I mean, that's Ragnaros. They have a bunch of Divine Shields. So the Whelp was kind of okay. You could have taunted it as well to give him more attack, and then keep a Bronze Sword in hand, but he clearly has this vision. This was the board that he had in mind, and he's just hard forcing it. And this is where he dies. Wow, wait, this guy is playing pirates. I expected at least some Divine Shields from him. It's okay. The Whelp would have been absolutely useless. Good call. Good call. Yeah, you can't beat this. So the thing is, these units, if you had this board 2 turns earlier, you would have easily beaten this guy. Pirates loses super hard to taunt comp with some Divine Shields because you have high attack, low HP, but everything has a shield, right? But yeah, just because you found your stuff so late and you've been wasting so much gold forcing this comp that you don't have yet, you're kind of screwed. This is where you die. Let's see if other people die with you. So I know this was another Pyramad game, but the interesting thing is that, well, every Pyramad game is different, right? He didn't really play this like a Pyramad, or what I mean by that is, usually you just hard force one unit, level up, be strong, triple that one unit, and then do menagerie or whatever. But this game was very different. Also, with this new patch, there's really cool ways that you can play Pyramad. Because, like we saw, there is strong arm and Qiraji now, especially strong arm. If you can just taunt whatever unit you have been hero powering, it can literally be something random with 1 attack and like 1,000,000 HP. You can get the attack up pretty high. Yeah, I think Pyramad actually is decent in this meta. I've played him once. I think I also got a top 4 by just doing random shit. Okay, so I think I discussed most of the things I wanted to talk about. Mainly, again, don't buy furniture without the house. Like, you were forcing taunt comp while only having 1 taunt, which was a 1-star unit. You bought pairs that don't make too much sense, and you skipped pairs that made more sense. You were a dragon build, but you wanted to be a menagerie build. How do I put this? It's like rolling a mama bear with a perfect shop of beasts, and then thinking, oh, but I want to go mechs instead. Or like, just see what you are this game, which clearly you were dragons, and maybe some taunt comp, who knows? And then roll with it. Don't try to force something. Even though taunt comp is really good and you could to some degree force it, I would say just set up for it. But if you don't roll it, be smart about it. You could have leveled to tier 5, you could have gone menagerie easily, you could have bought more pairs, try and go for Kalig. So I think I pointed everything out. Thanks again for sending in the game. I hope it helped. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that stuff. Also, check out Power Play rewards in the description if you want to earn some free money playing mobile games. They're a sponsor of the channel and they're pretty epic, so check them out. Thanks for watching, have a good day, and I'll see you in the Battlegrounds.